An Iowa inmate who killed 2 Waterloo police officers 3 decades ago is dead.
The Iowa Corrections Department says 60-year-old James T-Bone Taylor died yesterday at University Hospitals and Clinics. Officers Michael Hoeing and Wayne Rice were called out to a house party back in July of 1981, and in the middle of a fight, Taylor took Rice's weapon and shot the officers.
CBS 2 News reporter Jason Hackett shows us Taylor's passing has been met with both a sense of relief and regret.
3 decades have culminated in regret for Travis Hoeing, because after all these years, there's only one thing he wanted to say to T-Bone Taylor before he died. One thing he wanted to say to the man that stole his father from him.
I didn't get to do what I was called to do, what I really wanted to do, and that was meet him face to face and forgive him.
That desire to forgive weighs on his mind, even though Travis was only 3 when it happened. His childlike innocence sticks out against a backdrop of tragedy.
My last memory is at the funeral of grabbing my uncle's hand and saying, "Come look at Daddy, he's sleeping, he looks really nice."
For others, the memories are more visceral.
I don't walk in the front door without looking at the plaque out there, without thinking about it.
Waterloo Mayor Buck Clark was on the force back in 1981. So was Captain Tim Pillak.
When it's one of our own, from our department, it does hit home.
Both men remember the officers.
Wayne Rice was a kind of a large, jovial guy.
And both remember the events. Pillak says the search for the cop killer was extensive and at times difficult.
Middle of July, it was hot, and the corn was, the corn was quite high, so we had to use tractors, farm equipment.
Taylor was eventually found in an abandoned house in LaPorte City and was sentenced to life in prison. Hoeing Rice Field here in Waterloo sits as a tribute to 2 men that lost their lives in the line of duty. It also serves as a reminder of an event that rocked not just several families, but an entire community.
That happens in other places, in bigger cities. It doesn't happen in Waterloo, and to have 2 officers that were shot was really devastating.
But Clark says it provided a rallying point, an opportunity for the community to support a police department that desperately needed it. Support from his family helped Travis move on, and even though he can forgive, he can't necessarily forget.
Just because he died, it doesn't bring us closure. It just closes a chapter.
In Waterloo, Jason Hackett, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.
Waterloo police say in the 33 years since that tragedy, they have not lost a single officer in the field.